Okay. Hi guys. This is Super Sam once again, and I quickly want to share one or two tips with you guys on how you can at least know when your ops cheats in the game of chess. So, in my own case, I have this friend who is always in competition with me. And when it comes to FIFA 22, he's a beast. Yeah, I streamed few matches between us a few days ago, and I was beaten to pulp by him, you know. But then when it comes to chess, I'm always the king. You see, I'm way better than he is when it comes to chess. And we've had previous games before now, about 8 in total, and I won everything. He didn't have a chance against me when it comes to chess. And so yesterday he came around to say hello because it's been a while that we've seen. So we decided to play one or two games in chess, and we started out by playing about 5 games, 5 consecutive games. And in these 5 games, I trashed him so hard. Okay, and he said he was on his way home, that we would have to continue remotely, and I agreed to that. So on getting home, we had the first game, which is the game you can see on my screen here. And in the process of playing this, it got to a point, he just called me and said, oh, he made a mistake by placing a piece somewhere. So, but then I didn't really understand what he was trying to say until I noticed this. Until I noticed this exactly. So we started making some blunders here. Like you can see his knight on g5, capturing my pawn on h7. That is supposed to be a blunder if you're a true player of chess, because why would you want to sacrifice your knight for a pawn? So as expected, I took that, and then he made another blunder by putting his bishop, moving his bishop from f4 down to h6. I don't know why he did this, but then I had to take advantage of that too. That doesn't show a player who knows what he's doing, right? Okay, so at the end of the day, I won the game because he had to quit at this point, and then I won the game. Now, something happened that made me run a review of this game, and that is the essence of this very video that I had to stream. So you can see on my right hand side on the screen here that based on how I played in this game, I have a rating of 1,250, and he had a rating of 700. Okay, and then you can also get more information about all this. My accuracy in this very game is 89.4, and his accuracy is 66.3. Now, I'm going to take you back to the list of games we had in order to string this together for it to make sense to you guys. So you can see his name is Nei, right? You have Neo001, and we started playing from this point. So I'm going to count the number of games now. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 games in total. And then I won. This is the only game I lost. And I won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we played this 5 in person, physically. Okay, so we played this physically, the first 5 games physically, and I trashed him in all 5. Now, the 6th game was played remotely. This is the same game I showed you earlier on, where he called me to say he made a mistake. And then we played this. Now, this was the only game I lost to him. And the most interesting part of this is what happened during this game. And that is why this video was created. Okay, so in this game, it started out with this, which is an innocent move, to be honest. Anybody can just do this without having any level of skill in chess. And I responded with my queen. And he had his bishop there. This is new too. He doesn't play this way. Remember I said we played first 5 games and he never castled in any of those 5 games. But just watch. So the next one, I had to respond with my bishop, and then he moved the pawn. I responded with the knight. He also moved the knight. I castled. He moved his knight. I moved my queen away from danger. He went back. So these are still normal moves. And he captured. Okay. Until that point, yeah. Until this point. He castled. And then I was surprised because in the previous game, the first game we played remotely, he castled, and I was like, he doesn't castle, so what happened? And now in this second game too, he castled, and this time around I was alarmed, and then I kept on playing until this big moment. I'll get it shortly. Yeah, that big moment. So apparently, I made the mistake of capturing this pawn without taking note of his rook on d7, which was a very big mistake for me in this game. Now, as an average chess player, I can bet that every 99.9% of an average chess player would take the queen first. So for a moment, just think about it. If you are playing this game and you are black next to play, what will be your next move? Of course, taking the queen on a7. But guess what? My friend, whom I know I am way better than, never did that. He just went straight to take my knight with his queen. So his queen is on f6, and then he captured my knight on c3. Okay? This way. Boom. And this move shook me, and I was like, no, this is not in playing, because given his current level of skill in chess, he can't come up with this great move. Okay, and then I still kept on playing. Of course, I know how to play this game well, and I know that if I made any mistake of playing something else, it can easily end the game here by just capturing my rook, and that's game over, checkmate. So because of that, I had to play something else, which is move my king very close to my rook with the hopes that if he ends up taking my rook, I can recapture using my king. But then he had to take my queen this time around. Okay? And at the end of the day, I had to resign. And so he was so happy about it, and he called and he said he had finally defeated me. And I'm like, I'm so sure you didn't play this. No, never. You cannot do this. And then he said he did. He played himself, and I was like, okay, fine. And now the next thing I did was I just ran the review of this game, and this will shock you guys. So game review. All right, now from the game review here, as you can see, it has a current rating of 584. By the way, I have 2 different accounts. On my first account, I have a rating of 1,400 and something, forgotten that. Now, this is a new account I created for the purpose of this live stream, and I built this account to 792, rating of 792. The concept is to show you guys how you can grow your rating from the lowest point to at least an intermediate player in chess by playing live games. And so, based on our current rating here, I had the game review for this game, and in the game review, I had an accuracy of 68.7, and he has He had an accuracy of 78.8. To start with, this is so impossible. It is not possible he would outshine me in terms of accuracy because I'm way better than he is, and he knows that. Okay, and I had to check these details, brilliance, great move, best moves, and everything. And I scrolled down to this part here. So this was exactly what pointed the fact that he never played that game. He got assisted by a higher brain, like the computer, you know. So if you look at the rating here, he has a rating of 1,000. And this is coming from somebody who has a current rating of 584, which is very, very unrealistic. And then I had a rating of 750. You can imagine. So this is so ridiculous. So if you want to know if your op cheats on you in chess, number one, you need to know the skill level of that particular op. In my case, he's a good friend of mine that I know very well, okay? In my case, it was easy for me to spot it out. But if you're playing a random person online, I would also encourage you to just click on that person's name. When you click on the person's name, you want to click on the name until you get to the list of games this player had been involved with. So in Neo's case, he had only played, let's see, I should see the total number of games somewhere here. Okay, fine. He had only played 7 games, as you can see. So 7 games. Now, out of the 7 games, he won 1. Okay, so it's showing red because this is his account. Now, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 games, right? 8 games with me. And if he had played other players, that would also be shown here. And then from this, you can easily click on the review to review how well he played those games. Or you don't necessarily have to review. You can also just click on any of the games and skip through. Okay, you can just go to the beginning and then skip through to see how well he's making his moves. And this will tell you if your op is consistent or not. If he's not consistent, I tell you, your op is cheating. And there are several ways to cheat. So I think I'm going to talk about that in maybe the next video. This is not the video for that. This is just to let you know how I caught my friend cheating in chess. So I hope you've learned 1 or 2 things from this. I can't wait to see you guys in the next stream. So for now, Super Sam is chessing out.